She was born in China 100 years ago, and some 30 years later, China became her permanent home. As a communist and an anthropologist, Isabel Crook has observed China's transformation under the leadership of the Communist Party of China for over 70 years. Isabel and her husband David came to China in late 1947. Their book, 10 Mile In, documents the fundamental social changes brought about by the CPC's initial land reforms.
My parents, Isabel and David Crook, went to a village called 10 Mile In. They were interested in the developments in the countryside, especially under the communists.
Do you still remember 10 Mile In?
Sharpen up my thinking.
Sharpen up your thinking, eh? Yes. You were living there for 3 months before it all began.
I was very courageous.
In order to set up a new China, a new society, they needed to take power, and giving the farmers their own land, this was the best incentive for the farmers to support. The basic aspiration of the communists was a more equitable society, because people like the landlords who just owned property and didn't do any work, that was regarded as exploitation. So there was real poverty. I think after her study, came to the conclusion that the land reform was the single most important factor in winning the support of the rural population.
These footages show how farmers joined the People's Liberation Army after the land reform. The CPC's policy won the support of the rural population. The Liaoshen, Pingjing, and Huaihai campaigns of late 1948 and early 1949 were decisive battles of the Chinese Civil War. The CPC defeated the Kuomintang, who were better equipped and outnumbered them.
成千成万的鲁南人民组成了担架队和运输队，随着军队一起前进。
They knew that it was the eve of nationwide victory of the Chinese Communist Party and set up the new China.
To consolidate his power, one of the first things the CPC did after New China was established was to keep up with the land reform. The 1950 Land Reform Law abolished the system of the feudal exploitation by the landlord class. In its place was a system of land ownership by the farmers.
There was a new situation. There was peace in China, and the small holdings of the farmers kept productivity very low. So they were able to introduce cooperatives, which helped to have build the scale of production, and through the establishment of collectives, they were able to undertake infrastructure development. So they kept adapting. I think that's the secret of the vitality of the Chinese Communist Party.
Xiaogang village in Fengyang County in East China's Anhui province was the pioneer in the new household responsibility contract system. Its bold farmers sealed a secret and illegal deal to divide communal farmland into individual plots. Grain output then skyrocketed. Soon, the CPC approved Xiaogang's innovation, saying poverty is not socialism. This ushered in a nationwide rural reform to raise productivity and farmers' incomes.
My mother has seen the CPC at work since the 1940s. She has been most impressed by their close connection with the people, their reliance on the people, and of course their dedication to the welfare of the people, which is the entire point of the Communist Party. This close tie with the people, this is the essential ingredient, really. This is the secret of the success of the Chinese Communist Party. The situation has changed a lot now. The vehicles for social economic development may be different. The methods, many of them continue to be the same.